listening to, watching, hearing, smelling, tasting, and feeling sex, drugs, and skincare. Like and subscribe. Okay. Hey, welcome back to Sex, Drugs, and Skincare. Hi. It's just, I don't know, I was thinking about it and I was like, I do the same thing every time, and I'm just wondering if like my feigned enthusiasm, it really isn't feigned. It's just I am excited about being here.
Yeah.
And I love talking about stuff. So, you know what? I'm going to rethink that. I don't know why I edited myself in my brain. So, welcome back to Sex, Drugs, and Skincare, where we feel good about what we're thinking and what we're going to say.
Yeah. And we think about what feels good about what we're saying and doing.
That's right.
So
we use our feelers.
Yeah, we use our feelers, but not led by our emotions. We go there, but we feel it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Being led by your emotions.
Yeah. You know, I was just thinking too, is like, speaking of being led by your emotions, back to what you were saying before, instead of like starting out like that, you could just say goodbye to everybody.
Yeah.
And then just say, thank you so much for being here, everybody. Please check us out next week. So to this episode, and then you go right into it. And then at the very end, you introduce yourself, and then.
So it's one big long episode.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Season 2, that's what we're maybe going to do. Not really, but maybe.
Okay. Season 2. Well, you're going by the standard podcast of 100 episodes is a season.
Is that what it is? I don't even know.
I don't know what it is. I'm not even sure if it's like a seasonal thing. I think you'd have to.
We've gone through all the seasons because it's been a year. This is episode 52.
52. So this is 52 weeks.
Yeah.
And they've all been strong. So, but
easy.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if it's seasonal, it could be, because I was thinking like to be seasonal, you'd have to take like at least like a month off, you know, of recording, so that it constitutes for a season. And then when you come back, somebody has a different haircut, and both people look completely different weight wise. It'd be funny if people did that for podcasts.
Oh yeah.
They're like, oh man,
halfway through a podcast.
Yeah, like I'm getting like really good. I'm getting like a big, you know, because when actors like they go into movies or whatever, and then they see themselves and they're like, I got to get in shape. And so like season 3 of this show
it's always like
is supposed to be about this dork at home. And now it's about this guy with like ripped abs. And you're like, wait, well, how does this happen? But you start to see yourself on TV, so you get more conscious. And maybe that's why Joe Rogan is taking all his HGH and doing everything, because he saw himself on his podcast. He's like, man, I got to get in shape.
He saw himself on his own podcast.
He saw himself on his own podcast. He's like, man, I got to get in shape. Because before it was just, it was just the audio podcast. So he's like, I sound great. You know, and he's like, I sound in shape.
His voice has abs.
His voice has abs already. And then when he saw himself, he's like, so, you know, so season, what's he on? Season 6,000? So his 6,000th season.
Probably.
He's like even in the best, more shape. He's in more shape than before.
More shape? What shape?
I don't know. I haven't watched in a while, but I know he's in a shape.
Yeah.
And
he's working out right now as we're talking.
Yeah. Yeah. He does a lot of stuff all at once. I don't know him personally, so I know what I'm talking about.
I believe you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm feeling a little bit naked over here without I rolled out of here naked without my hair. I just have my real hair.
You have your real hair.
Only real hair. If you're not watching and listening only.
Yeah.
A lot of times I wear a fake pony, or I wear just like just for fun. I'm not ever secretive about it. It's not like, don't tell anybody this isn't my hair. I'm actually sometimes I'll just take it off in public.
Yeah. You have that shirt that says most of this isn't my hair. And then there's an arrow pointing up, and it says on the front and the back of your shirt. So you're very open about it.
I should get those t-shirts.
You don't have them? I thought you had that.
I mean, I do have them. Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. Because good improv.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. I like that.
You like that? I did go in the bathroom and I tried on my little hair thing, and I just couldn't deal with it. Yeah. Sometimes you just don't want to. You're so lucky. You just always have good, thick hair.
I guess, yeah. I mean, you know, it's there. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
You always get, you know what they say, your grass is always better than your neighbor's. I don't think it is that, but it's, you know, like what you have, you get used to, and it's, you know, somebody else's is like, oh, the grass is greener because they have cooler hair.
I actually like my hair. It's just, I like additional hair as well.
No, I get it. Yeah, your hair is cute. I like it.
I like a little bit of shkapaz.
I like making up stuff too. Yeah,
sorry, laugh at my own not joke.
No, it worked. I get it. You just want a little something
like a schmagoogle, just a little like a
schmagoogle.
Yeah,
yeah. This is getting. You're making more and more sense as we're going.
Yeah,
So I'm
the words are starting to
following
come together.
Schmagoogle.
Yeah, on
Hmm.
the Schmigigi.
Yeah, I think it was MacGyver's cousins. Schmamoogle
Schmoogle and
and
McGeeky?
McGeegy. It sounds like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. I haven't watched TV in a couple hours. My internet's down, so
Yeah, that I know.
that's
It's
annoying.
affecting my mood.
It is.
I know.
It sucks because like I'm like, oh man, I don't have cable anymore. Screw having cable. And then I'm like, oh, I could the Fire's TV. You have so many apps. You can watch TV on the smart TV.
Mhm.
Everything. And then as soon as the internet goes down, everything just goes away. So and I can't even. I got a spotty hotspot, and my spotty hotspot on my phone doesn't connect like it used to. So it's it's just the thing. So we might have to watch DVDs or
If you're
something
spotty, maybe you're going through the change.
for the hotspot change.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, is that when the hotspot becomes like warm?
Just becomes spotty.
It becomes spotty.
Yeah, you start getting spotty, so you might be going through the change, which is going to take us to no internet. I hope not.
I think maybe I have to
How am I going to eat without the internet?
I don't know. They don't have, you can't run, maybe I could run, there's no way to get the internet off from natural gas, is there? Because we have natural gas that heats water and it heats the
We
food.
can just do a propane internet.
No, natural gas will work.
Natural gas is better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we have that already in the apartment.
Oh, I
There's no
see.
need to introduce new gases. Not at this stage in the relationship.
Not at this stage of
No.
our relationship, you mean?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, and.
Good job.
Thank you. Oh, that's a good one too. Good job.
Good
Yeah.
job. Right in
Yep.
the middle of the improv, just go, good job. I like that. That's what people should really do because that's real life.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, man, that was funny.
Yeah.
Because nobody just continues something that was funny. This isn't a sitcom.
No.
Real improv is reacting to what that person is saying really by
Mhm.
going, very funny thing you just made up.
Yeah.
And I also pretended to be a butcher,
Yeah. It's always a butcher.
It's always a butcher. Yeah. Because that's either what you do to the scene because it's terrible,
Oh, you butcher it?
or you add some meat to it.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Wow. You did bring that around, and I don't even think you meant to do
Well,
that.
that was all scripted. I planned the first 35. Well, I've been talking for about half of
7
that.
minutes and 44 seconds.
I've been talking for the entire time.
I felt every second of it.
You can't feel time.
I do. Are you kidding me? Of course I feel time. I wake up in the middle of the night and I know exactly what time it is.
Oh, and you feel it.
I just know.
You just know. Oh yeah, you do. You're very good at feeling time and temperature.
I'm good at quantification.
Mm-hmm. Not qualification.
No,
No.
I never know what's good or bad.
Yeah, but you can tell how many.
I can tell how many I've got.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I think that's what accountants do. They don't qualify any of these numbers.
No.
They don't rate the numbers. It's like, ugh, this is a 7. This 8's way better than you.
I give this 7 a 7. I give this.
Yeah.
They,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
they rated it.
See? Then you can
Yeah.
break it down even more. Oh my God. Speaking of today's topic,
Yeah.
well,
Well,
is
actually,
it?
it does. It does actually very much go with what we're talking
It
about.
does. Now that I think of it.
Because we are and were because we have no internet.
We have no
So-
internet. Oh my God, that's right. We have no
Yeah,
internet.
no, I started laughing because I just was speaking in
Yeah.
gibberish. But the we have no internet, and so we have no reason to use blue light.
Mm,
Blue light.
yeah.
And so I wanted to take a look at, because I was wondering, right?
Yeah.
Every time I do a podcast, I either know a lot about it from doing this. Hi, I'm Nikki, by the way, licensed esthetician, stand-up. No, I said it the wrong way. Anyways, you get it. I'm a comedian, and Sandro Yocolano is
Hey,
sitting there.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
You can reach me right here. So just for people who don't know what blue light is,
Yeah.
could you tell me?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, that comes later.
Okay. I just wanted to, that's what we call a teaser.
Okay, yeah, exactly. And it is one of the different like frequencies or what do you call the rays?
Rays?
Let's see.
It's not
It's
rays.
just a source of light. It's a light source. Like there's UVA, UVB, UVC,
Light rays?
and there's something called HEV, I believe, and I think that's where the blue light comes in.
Okay.
But I was looking on online library.
Wow.
You know they're
Online library?
yeah
They must good.
they. But there have been a number of studies apparently that being
Whoa.
What?
Don't be too specific. A number of studies?
Well, it's numerous.
Numerous?
Yeah.
That's okay. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
All right, go ahead.
That could be anywhere
More
from
than a
like,
handful?
27 and 1,000. Right?
It's more than a handful.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I kind of wish they had some more specific
at least
numbers.
they didn't say over 150 because that's also kind of a cop out.
Yeah, let's just say
Just
150.
say the 151.
Yeah.
What are over 100 proof alcohol or whatever? You mean 151?
Yeah.
Yes. They don't.
It's
Okay.
lazy.
It's just lazy. It's lazy thinking. It's lack mentality.
It's a lack mentality. They feel like they're not going to get enough time to say that last one, so
Yeah.
they just peter out and
Yeah. And I don't want to go on about this, but let's just say I have a numerous amount of complaints about this. So.
well, it also okay, so what they're saying is
Mhm.
that it actually can accelerate the aging process in your skin and produce cutaneous hyperpigmentation. So that's just basically your skin and pigmentation, and it also affects your circadian rhythm for
It's a
sleep.
dancer. You know that, right?
And can you show that first one again, Alex? There's something on the bottom one that I wanted to see. Um, oh, maybe there's. Oh, okay, yeah. All right. So sorry, folks at home. I just wanted to see. I have a lot of notes today because
Mm.
that's what I was going to say. I've been doing this for 25 years, but I'm still learning so much.
Mhm.
So I really kind of consider sex, drugs, and skincare sort of like a book report
Yeah.
because every week I have to go and like gather information, and if I don't already know a shit ton about it,
Yeah.
I look it up. So I try to find the most reliable sources that I can find that don't use specific numbers
Mhm.
and can't
Good.
be
Good.
traced.
I love
So
it.
yeah.
I thought you were gonna say I treat it like a book report and then I do everything the second before it's due.
Well, that's exactly what, yeah, that's
You
true
know,
too.
like that's
That's very true,
yeah.
actually. Because I was doing this about 2 hours ago.
But that also keeps it fresh.
That's
You know,
true.
you're like, ooh, yeah, yeah,
I'm still
ooh,
excited about it. I
mhm.
haven't lost interest in the topic yet. I'm getting there though.
Yeah, me too. Let's get to let's hurry this
Snooze
up.
fest. No,
I'm
I'm just
just
kidding. This is actually really cool. And it's kind of freaking me out because the blue light comes from our phone and screens.
mhm.
Um, fluorescent light, TVs, computers, monitors, tablets. And so um
So offices, shit places that you don't want to be anyways.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But and at home, while you're sitting there
Oh
not
yeah,
working
my
under
phone.
the fluorescent lights, you're sitting there with your thing up to your face,
Yep.
and kids are doing it, but it can cause more skin damage. Apparently, and they're
Hmm.
saying it causes like an acceleration in the aging process, and so they're saying that you should probably use, which I don't want to do this, skin like protection against the blue light. So there's I think I have some up there that so you can get the glasses,
Mhm.
obviously. That's easy enough to just throw on some blue light glasses. I feel like these have blue light.
Yes, I was gonna say some like reading glasses or eyeglasses come with like a blue light filter, or they
Okay, right.
can. Yeah.
Which is nice for your eyes,
Mhm.
but it doesn't really
Bad for your computer.
no,
Yeah.
it doesn't help your skin though.
Oh, yeah, okay, so what's the what, like, another piece of glass over your face?
Well, and by the way, all of the light that we're seeing, a third of that is visible is blue light, and a lot of that does come from the sun, by the way.
Okay.
Um, but I'm sorry, what was your question?
What's your name?
Oh, I am Yando Socolano.
That's pretty cool. I
Yeah.
like that.
Okay.
So what's next in your book report?
In my book report, you can get filters
Mhm.
for your smartphone,
Do you
for
wanna
your
use, like,
tablet.
Helvetica or, do you use what's your filter?
I use the
I'm just
doggy
naming
filter.
fonts.
I use the doggy filter.
Use a doggy filter?
Yeah, so that like, you look like a doggy with the nose and
Oh,
on
yeah, yeah, I
Instagram.
like
Yeah.
that, yeah. Oh, wow, you can do that on Instagram?
Yeah, of course you can. Where have you
Wow.
been?
Well, I've been delivering phone books for the last couple weeks,
That's a
so
very terrible job.
yeah, it's awful.
And then you can do things like they're saying to use sunblock though and
While
antioxidants
you're on
like
your phone?
while you're on
That's gonna make it's
anything.
so slippery.
Yeah, no, not on your not directly
But
to
I'm
the
saying,
phone.
like, I'm
That would be
this
better.
might be crazy, but, like, if you have that on and you have your phone on your face, it's gonna irritate you some, but you're gonna touch this, then touch your phone,
Mhm.
and then the phone company's gonna say, "We never said you could have, sunscreen on the phone anywhere on it."
Right.
So, but like, yeah, but, "Oh, we're worried about our aging, though, and with the blue light can kill us." And then they say, "Well, I'm sorry, we can't warranty it." And then you're stuck between, your sun damage and a hard place.
And I couldn't the problem was is that I
Yeah.
wasn't able to see through the zinc oxide on my phone.
Right. So that's
So,
like the
it just
zinc oxide, if you're not watching and just listening, it's very white and like cakey on your face.
I think you know that even if you're not listening. I mean, if you're not,
Oh yeah, yeah.
you're not listening
I take
or
that back.
watching.
I take that back. If you're only listening,
Uh-huh.
disregard what I said. I don't
Okay.
want to ruin the visual that you had. So, and I know I don't think you're stupid. I think you know what zinc oxide is. I'm sorry.
Who are you talking about? Me or the
No,
people?
the people that don't watch stuff.
Yeah, they're just listening.
Yeah, they know what the hell
They
it is.
know.
I don't
They know
want
what
to
zinc oxide.
baby
They've made
them.
a picture in their mind of zinc oxide. I know.
I'm sorry. I feel like
You got really upset there, and it's.
well,
I
I
don't
don't want
know
to leave
how
anybody out.
it's kind of hot. Okay. So then there's another thing called the 20-20-20 rule.
Mhm.
I love that band from the 90s, by the way.
Oh,
20-20-20.
20.
Yeah.
It feels good.
It's not fucking up my eyes.
Yeah.
So apparently you can do 20-second breaks when you're viewing something 20 feet away every 20 minutes.
Wait.
So 20-second breaks.
Okay.
To view something 20 feet. Who the hell is watching something 20 feet away, by the way?
Take a 20-second break to view something.
So put your phone 20 feet away from
take
you?
a 20-second break to step away from something.
Yeah.
At least 20 feet away from it.
Yeah, but it's just to view it.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that are we far enough away from this? Maybe we have to get closer.
I think this is exactly the amount of space that they're saying that. By the way, we are exposed. If you are not watching and you're listening, the world's largest TV. I don't even. It's a monitor.
It's a television. It's a television.
It's freaking humongous.
Yeah, it's a big TV. It's what you would call a big TV. So if you can think about that, just imagine what you're watching on now.
Mm-hmm. It's bigger than this.
Bigger than that. Yep.
Anyways, it's the size of it's bigger than a full size bed for sure.
So this 20 feet away is totally fine. Like I can read, I can read this New Times Roman font, or maybe it's Surf, which is probably like what, 15, 16, and we're at least 30 feet away. I could read that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but then after 20 minutes, you have to go stand closer to it and read it.
Interesting.
I don't think you have to. I think it's okay.
I think it's better just if we listen to Tony instead.
I think maybe,
and we just get over it because that makes more sense than this thing.
Okay, yeah. It's a little bit confusing, but you get the point.
Mm-hmm.
Every 20 minutes, take a little break. On my phone, it actually tells me, this is how I know it's probably not good for you on a constant basis. Is my phone will tell me your phone's too close.
Your phone will tell you your phone's too close to your face?
Yeah. And I set it that way so that it tells me. So it's like you want to hold your phone away from your face. And I don't know if it's for the volume of but I have a feeling it's for the light. And I also turned my phone on too. I don't know if you can see it. It's like more of an amber color.
We're not
like
sponsored by whatever phone you have. So put that phone
amber.
down.
Yeah.
Or amber. Or, I mean, we're just alerting you that we're not sponsored by them. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You just totally kidnapped that whole thing I was just talking about. So.
All right. Don't hold me for ransom with your bad jokes.
Oh my
come
God.
on. Come on, good
I'll
improv.
pay you large amounts of money in a bag if you will just shut the fuck up.
Columbo! I think that's good improv.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And scene.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can set your phone on night mode, which also helps.
The dark, like the sepia kind of, is that what you just said? Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that mode. It's I don't know, it's soothing.
I don't really like it because it dulls everything.
Ugh.
And everything has like a rusty tone to it, but whatever. And then.
That sucks.
What? He's very upset.
Ugh, man.
Very upset.
Yeah. Yeah, I dig it. So wait, it tells you that you are too close to
my phone.
To your phone.
To the screen says, yeah.
So you have to move it back now.
Mm-hmm.
So my phone it only works like on speakerphone.
Yeah.
So
oh, that's right.
It doesn't have to be like close to my face. I'm wondering if I could set that up too. Because I don't like holding my phone in my face.
I don't either.
I don't like keeping it in my pocket. I don't like it to be around the cats because I just figure like, they're absorbing all this shit. I mean, I don't know if they are, but
I know it's like we don't know yet.
Yeah,
so.
cats, animals in the wild. I know they've been domesticated now for a couple years, but animals in the wild, they typically aren't around this much Wi-Fi.
Not this much.
No, like out there, it's like hardwire cable because it's underground and like through the
Analog.
safari. Yeah, you have to have Ethernet. But there's not much Wi-Fi out there.
Either the net or the cable.
Ethernet or cable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably how they named it.
Yeah.
Ethernet or cable. I don't have.
Oh, they're Russian?
Yeah, everybody's Russian. these days, everybody's. Everybody's rushing.
This is what happens when you don't have a guest, by the way. But
What, you talk to only me?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, which is fine. And I want you to
Oh, it's
just keep,
fine.
yeah, keep filling it. I want you to keep
Mhm.
filling. Yeah. Because, and that gives me a chance to once in a while turn around and look at like what else I need to talk about so that
Mhm.
this is actually informative for not just me.
Yeah.
Um,
But
Go
would you
ahead.
say, okay, so what makes this blue light so special? What is this blue light special that
Well,
makes, like, what's going on here? What about glare?
glare is, I don't know. I don't know. But okay, so the biggest source of blue light is the sun. So you know that. And there's a lot of UV light that's not good for your skin,
Mhm.
but it is also good. Some of that blue light is in nature, the sun, and also recreated in LED light used to actually help you.
To help you keep you awake, right?
Well, that too, and that's what actually was gonna bring
Yeah.
up is that the more blue light you have in your face before you go to sleep, the more negatively?
Mhm.
Yeah, it affects your like we were saying, the circadian rhythms, and then it'll
Mhm.
keep you awake, but it also blue light is energizing, as a color. Blue is also it helps with, like, if you have acne, I would use a blue LED light for antibacterial, for, like, treating psoriasis, like,
Mm.
things like that. It helps to calm things down. Um, so blue light is actually helpful in some
Wow.
ways. It's not like it's totally bad. It's just that when you're constantly exposed to it,
Mhm.
um
Have they found that, like, more teenagers, since people are growing up with, like, more screens in their faces and stuff like that, constantly, have they found that, like, more teenagers now, have become, like, they don't have as much acne and are Republican?
that's a
Do
such
they
a
find that, like, is there a lot of white teenagers now that don't have skin problems
Mhm.
and vote for Trump
That's a really good
and
question.
just follow their parents', bullshit blindly?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a thing, right?
Yeah, I think
Because I
so.
mean, like, if you have that, like, then because their faces, I mean, they're right here. It's always every time I look in my rearview when I'm driving, the other person is just looking at their lap and then looking up and looking at their lap.
I'm always looking at myself.
Are you
Yeah.
on your phone? Well,
No, in the rearview
on the
mirror.
mirror on the front,
Yeah, that's
right?
how I totaled 2 cars.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Well, the one
But
time,
when you
yeah, I
mean
was fixing
total,
my
you mean
lip
you could?
liner, but yeah, sorry, what?
You just confess to a crime?
Yeah, no, I didn't well, I mean, it was yeah, I did, but I was caught.
You
I
hit
mean,
you? Oh, you did one of the hit and stays.
yeah.
Oh,
There was no way
the
out.
old
I
hit
was
and
on the Laurel
stay. It's like,
Canyon.
did you? Oh my god, they hit and stayed. Wow, that's crazy. How long did you wait? A couple hours.
Yeah.
Man,
They
I would
didn't
have run.
stay.
But do you find that, like, when you did that, and by the way,
Uh-huh.
when you meant total, do you mean like you completed the payments to them, or like
Yeah.
you completed the car?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
total.
yeah, yeah, it's now complete.
Yeah, you filled it
Um,
with cereal.
yeah. Oh,
Okay.
with total, yes.
Yeah.
Um, can I get back to skin for just a second? Because your point
Oh,
I wanted to
good
address
improv.
yeah, I wanted to address the blue light. Leave that one just for me for a second, Alex, if you don't mind. But the the blue light, I'm
Mhm.
sure it has to do with specific frequencies
Yeah.
and vibrations of the blue, because otherwise, having a phone up to your ear would get rid of things like psoriasis or acne or those those
Mhm.
keratosis pilaris they treat that with
Yeah.
actual LED blue
But
light.
a lot of times, like, you're talking about the actual blue light itself, because when you put the phone to your face, it shuts off.
Oh, okay.
Unless you keep it on there, which
Okay. Well, interesting. Why does it do that? Maybe they said it that way because they weren't sure about how dangerous it was
right,
for
and
you.
yeah, exactly, and also you don't wanna push any buttons with
Oh,
your
yeah, with your
ears,
ear. That's true too.
but that's also been caused to, it's been shown to cause the flu if you push buttons with your ears on touching blue light, so
Sometimes you go off on a tangent, and then I'm like, I have a point. I have a point. I have a point, and then
mhm,
I remembered I smoked weed, and then I lose it.
yeah,
So thank you.
yeah, what was your point?
What point? I don't remember. Um, But all blue light is not bad, but there is
Mhm,
probably a very big difference between blue light coming from your phone and a screen, versus the, specific, um, like, the part of the spectrum of blue. It's like with LED red light, you can
mhm,
see through your hands. You can
yeah,
see,
yeah, yeah,
right? Because it's just all the bulbs are it's a light emitting diode is LED,
mhm,
and it shines right through your skin up to an inch. It actually penetrates into
yeah,
your skin to an inch, and it's because of they're all the same frequency of red, and it goes in, and it's actually good for your skin.
oh,
It releases
interesting,
acupressure points, and it's actually been used for pain, but it's really good for skin and really good for inflammation. So, and that's where the blue light
mm,
for the like LEDs in skincare are good for calming, and that makes
Okay.
sense, right?
Yeah.
Blue is kind of, is calming,
Yeah, blue's like a very
but
and
also energizing, I guess.
yeah. Well, so but the blue also penetrates as much as the red light if it's the same frequency?
That I don't know because I don't use the blue light very often. I
Okay.
should look.
Hmm.
It's a good question though. There's blue, there's yellow, there's I think there might be purple even.
Hmm.
Red. Yeah, I think that's it.
That's the
I'm
only
probably
colors I
forgetting
know
one.
of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the primary
I've
colors
never
now.
known any other colors.
So yeah, so blue light is not 100% bad, but again, it's not. We're talking about something that's been specifically made to treat you,
Mhm.
and also the sun,
Right.
right?
But the timing of blue light can have a
Absolutely.
negative effect on you if you have it because it is meant to, like you said before, like you mentioned, to keep you awake,
Right.
basically. It's supposed to mimic daylight.
Right. That makes sense. And it wants to keep you watching TV at night.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is like to keep you engaged or keep you on. It'd be weird if like your phone was like powered by candlelight somehow, and you was like, just like, well, it's flickering. It's like, oh my god, it's not really that bright.
Yeah.
But and I don't think that would work, because you catch on fire. But it does keep you awake at night, right?
Were you about to choke?
Nah, I thought about it,
Yeah.
and I was like, nah, people just sometimes they just listen to podcasts, and it'd
Yeah.
be pointless.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Did you have a question?
No, I think I'm good. Go ahead.
Okay.
You can next topic.
Well, okay. So let's see. So what have we learned so far? We've learned that that's Sandro slurping water. I love
Sorry.
that ASMR.
Well, one of the most important parts is getting
Alex,
people forget.
producer friend, Alex is almost looks like he fell out of his chair almost when he heard that noise.
I think he was just happy that I was hydrating.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
well, yeah, I think
I was
you're
just
right.
getting
Yeah.
hydrating, so
I'm
just go.
happy you're hydrating too.
Thank you.
But anyways, and then I would like to see some pictures at some point of skin that's been damaged by the blue light.
Okay.
I'm still going to be paranoid enough to put stuff on my face. Okay, so that's another thing I wanted to cover real quick before we change any of this is using serums even more important now for antioxidants because free radicals from the blue light, from any of the light,
Mhm.
need to be stopped at the surface of your skin. So you want things with free radicals like that stop the free radicals like vitamin C, and I mean there's a bunch of them, a whole bunch of
Mhm.
superoxide dimutase, and there's a bunch of
So and
antioxidants.
you would put that on before or
You would
like
just put it
in like
on in your daily.
in response to the
Well,
potential blue light or
yeah, but I think you could just put it on. It's something you should probably be doing
oh, okay,
anyway.
okay.
But yeah, and yeah, if you are concerned, you could do that. And then wearing sunblock, that's like, I really have to wear sunblock
Yeah.
while I'm looking at the television?
Yeah, that seems like a little excess being indoors and having sunblock on. But so let me ask you this though.
Yeah,
The majority of the blue light that like could be damaging people's skin is going to be phones because it's like right here
sure.
or the closest thing
Or
out
your laptop.
or your laptop because you're right there.
Yeah.
Have they been around long enough? Have these blue screens like been around long enough where they would cause damage or isn't that still that gray area where we've had these phones now for what, like, I don't know, 15, 20 years, maybe
Uh-huh.
something like that. I'm not even really sure, but they've gotten, so we don't know. So in like, let's say another 20 years, when all of us have brain
Don't even
growths.
speak it.
No, that's why I say brain growths because you could, when we all have 4 eyes, right, and 3 mouths because of radiation, then we'd have to know like what happened to it. But right now we have no idea.
Yeah,
So,
we won't
and I'm
know
just
for a
kidding about
while.
the phones. These are fine. You can put these in your underwear and get all the phone calls you want. So you're fine.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't.
But it is pretty crazy though because I even forgot about the laptop. Laptops have been around for quite a while.
People always have laptops, first of all,
Yeah, and
on
they
their
get brighter.
lap. Yeah,
Mhm.
right, exactly. And it's right here in front of your face. I
Yeah.
really personally, I mean, you are constantly telling me to look at stuff on the computer. I don't like being on the computer.
Mhm.
I really don't like being on my phone at all.
Yeah.
Like when I leave the house, I really try not to even bring it just because I don't like it.
Mhm.
So if I haven't responded to your texts or your DMs, it's because I just don't want to. Um,
You just
so
it's amazing how little time you have when you devote no time to that thing
wait,
because you don't want to.
say that again?
I have 0 time to respond to you because
Mhm.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's what you're saying.
I don't want to make the time.
Yeah, it's not an excuse. That's a way of life. It's a preference.
Well, it's not a choice, is it?
No,
Okay.
no, it's the way you are.
It's how you
Yeah.
identify.
Well, the reason I say to like look at stuff on your computer is because I think it's better for your eyes. You can see things bigger, but then also you're not as close to your computer as you are your phone. Your
That's true.
phone, you have to like read stuff here,
Yeah.
no matter how well lit your phone is.
Plus, you get tech neck from going down, and yeah, you're right. It's bad.
Yeah, tech neck is like, oh, that's the thing too. Yeah, I have enough humpback going on that I need to, keep my neck straight.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can make these muscles shorter, which makes you more double chinny, and your neck
Oh.
looser because of that. So, it's really important. I try to tell people like right after I give them a facial, like they
Mm-hmm.
start on their phone. I'm like, dude, you're ruining my work. Put your phone up here at least until you leave the house so
That's
I
what I
don't see
try
you
to do. I
doing
try to keep
this.
my phone here,
It's
you know?
hard
I
though.
think a lot of times doing this is hard, but like doing this also kind of feels like it's less intrusive. I
Yeah.
think some people still feel bad about
You're in a
keeping their
restaurant and you like
phones.
put it up like this.
Well, yeah, and you're like, sorry, I have a bad neck,
Yeah.
and you just keep telling people that.
Well, maybe you could have something where it's like it sits on your hip, it comes out, it comes up, and it's got like a tripod, and then you just have your phone so your hands free.
That's what we need. That's
That's
what we
what we
need. You're
need.
right. That's missing. That is missing is having a selfie stick that
Hmm.
is attached to you at all times,
Yes.
and you can go and it's on like a swivel, and it also has ball bearings. You can go like this, and it goes around you,
Uh-huh.
so it gives
Oh,
like a
yeah.
360.
Like a panoramic.
Yes, except this is
Oh
a
no, that's a full. Yeah, that's not panoramic.
360.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
Panorama is a city in
It's
California.
also a Cars song. The Cars.
The Panorama?
Yeah. No, just the panorama.
Oh, Panorama, not
Yeah.
not the Panorama.
You're probably too young to even know who the Cars are. And if you do know who the Cars are, please put in the comments that you do because I will be so impressed. They're one of my favorite bands.
They're really good. Yeah.
Have you listened to all four? There's more than four Cars albums, but the
Oh, I
first
think I say
four.
4 songs. I didn't know there's 4 albums.
There's so many songs, but you listen to them. I'm not. This is off topic because no one else is here to go off topic except you. So, I
It's not
like.
off topic. It's all topical, and topical creams that have to do with
Oh,
skincare.
look
Go
at
ahead.
you.
Okay,
Okay,
let's look at
go
Miss
ahead. That's
Improv.
improv,
Mhm.
and that's improv.
And that's improv.
Anyways, the first four albums are really good. I forget their names right now, but they are like, and those are the kind of albums that like back in the day
Moving in
that
stereo.
you would. Yes,
Is that one?
that's on one of them. I don't know if that's the
That's
name
the
of
name
it.
of it. Okay.
Yeah, and then there's Candio and the Cars, and another one, Shake It Up. I think.
I don't know many of their songs. I know like my cousin would listen to them.
We're gonna listen to the album from beginning to end because that's how they were made to be listened
Okay,
to.
yo, cool. All right, so let's take a break for a second. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get all my CDs and my albums,
Yeah,
and we'll be back and we'll listen to all of them.
yeah. We're gonna go out
And
to my car really fast.
yeah, she keeps all her albums there, her LPs. But yeah, I'm down to do that
Yeah,
for sure.
I think you'd like it.
Yeah.
We'll wear headphones.
And we'll wear headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah, really get into it.
Roy Thomas Baker, it was the producer who assaulted me in a uh, in a recording studio when I was 18 years old.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he tried to like. He's a great producer, by the
Mhm,
way. But
mhm.
I will say, me too. He came up from behind me and he goes, and I don't care, whatever. He lifted up my shirt, very similar to this one,
Mhm,
but he tried to get his hands underneath, and
mhm.
he's British, and he goes, oh, so uh, someone told me you want to be a modelly poo. You want to be a modelly poo. I'm like, no, I don't want
Oh
to be a
my
model.
god.
I was playing guitar back then, and I
Yeah.
wanted to not be like that. But yeah, he was trying to like touch me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was really creepy.
Motley Poo.
So he
First
would
of
have
all,
had
it's
sex with
Motley
me.
Crue,
Yeah.
which is so stupid because Vince Neil would ever put up with that shit.
No,
He wanted to have sex with you
for sure.
in the recording studio.
Mhm.
Just you and him were there, or
Well, the other people weren't off in the other rooms recording.
okay?
This is in the 80s when like you still had big recording studios. People didn't record in their homes.
Mhm.
They had these big fucking awesome recording studios. A lot of debauchery was
Yeah.
happening. The person I was with at the time,
Mhm.
actually, I didn't know this until later, but they were hanging out with Heidi Fleiss's girls.
Mm.
So there was money being exchanged for sure. They got an advance on their record.
Oh, they were
I'm
getting
not going to name names here, but they got like, yeah, it's an interesting story that
getting
one day I'll
fleeced,
tell you.
fliced.
Fleiced, you got fleiced, yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
yeah.
That's crazy. That's a very interesting story.
Mhm. Again, it's another thing we were talking about this before. How
Mhm.
like I've been so close to like really weird and like dangerous shit that
Mhm.
somehow I just never got involved in.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyways,
Well, you kind of maybe you're just like nah, and you don't have to steer clear about because
nobody approached me, so I'm just trying not to take that personally. But
yeah.
maybe
Well,
because I look too young.
well, this person approached you.
Yeah, that's true, but not for money.
No, from behind.
And yeah,
For behind. Yeah.
exactly.
But yeah, who knows? I mean, I think things always happen for cliched sayings.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about something
Mhm.
about your vision in your eyes. Now that we do know that it does affect your eyes,
Okay.
using the blue light. Let's see. I'm going to read this again. Blue light exposure from screens is small compared to the sun, obviously.
Mhm.
So, like I was saying, you're getting most of it from the sun, but there is a concern about using it long term, and we're using it long term. We're using it constantly, and it's from all of our digital devices, and it's been uh, connected to age-related macular degeneration.
Mm. Oh, wow.
I don't know if there's anything you can do about that once you have that either.
Macular degeneration?
Yeah, I'm not sure if they can, like, fix your eyes once you have that.
No, I know my mom has that,
She
and there's
does.
really no they said there's no, like
Yeah,
there's
there's
no
no treatment for
treatment
that,
kind of
right?
yeah, there's no treatment for it, and I don't what is that?
By the way, children, according to the, National Eye Institute, are more at risk than adults because their eyes absorb more of that light, which is really scary because who's on the phone all the time? And all the apps and I mean, not, and the whatever, call them tablets?
Mhm, those people that are related to parents who don't have time.
Yes.
Yeah. Kids.
Kids.
Yeah.
No, I meant like their kids are
That's what I'm
always on
saying,
their
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So that's really scary. So it's
yeah,
another good reason to tell your kids you don't get a phone.
yeah, yeah, well, I mean,
Um,
they're not gonna have any friends then.
no. um, I'm also reading one of my notes that came up saying that it can affect isn't the only effect firmness and elasticity. See, this is freaking me out. We're
Mm,
back to skin. We're off the eyes now. Firmness and elasticity because of the general like the free radicals that are hitting your skin from the
mhm.
light. So that's bumming me out. Well, just one more reason to. How am I going to watch TV though?
Well, how far away I mean, you have to be close? It travels like
Yeah, that's a good. Well,
is
they said 20 feet, but who sits 20 feet away?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
From a television?
From a television, yeah.
Unless you're like, maybe we should just peek around the corner. Just like let's watch TV like that. Just be like, what's going on? Maybe we'll watch it with a series of mirrors.
That's a good idea.
Mhm. Or like a telescope.
A telescope,
Yeah.
like cut a hole in our wall and sit in the apartment next door.
Yeah, but then I don't wanna pay, like, rent for 2 places.
That's a
Yeah.
good point. Um, by the way, this freaked me out and actually made me feel a little better, but not for everybody else. But
Mhm.
the people that are more prone to the skin damage from the blue light are people with darker skin. I don't know why. Maybe because light is attracted to or heat is attracted to darkness.
Mhm.
Um, but I'm, pretty fair skin,
So wait,
as you
like
know.
yeah, 'cause, like, I guess, like, white, like, is more, like, reflective of
Maybe, yeah.
that,
I
so
definitely feel like I reflect light when I'm wearing shorts for sure.
mhm. Yeah. Well, it's good.
To reflect light?
Yeah, I think you're very good. You're out of sight, you're just too bright.
Nobody can see my legs.
You're brilliant. You have brilliant
I do
legs.
have brilliant legs.
Mhm, yeah.
No, it's embarrassing. That's why I use self tanner lately.
You use self-tanner?
Yeah.
But if I apply it to you, that's not self-tanner.
You applied it to my
Oh,
back.
I'm thinking of Danny Tanner
Yeah, I was
from
thinking of
Full
Dan
House.
Tanner.
Okay.
Oh
Dan
yeah, Dan
Tanner?
Tanner. Yeah,
You're thinking of DJ Tanner.
DJ Tanner. Yes,
Right. The
exactly.
worst
From Full
worst
House. Yeah.
music I've ever heard on a TV show.
Don't you remember Dan Tanner from Dan Tanner? What's that? The Streets of is it the Streets of San Francisco? No, one of those old shows I'm
No,
surprised because we've been watching that shit.
it's also a restaurant.
Yes, it is a restaurant. I think they named it after that.
Oh, after the Streets of San Francisco?
Mhm.
After it's
Well,
called
after whatever the show was, I think, or whatever the
uh
character's name was. I think
yeah,
that's why they
Dan
call it Dan
it was
Tannis.
Dan Tanner, yeah. I
Yeah.
forgot the show or what we were
Oh, I can
talking
picture
about.
it. I can see it in my head.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah. So the more likely you are to tan, the more likely you are to get damage from the blue light coming from the screens.
Oh, wow. So you can get sun damage. You can sun damage your skin being, under the sun,
Hmm.
and then also that could also damage your skin from being in front of. Also, if you're watching a video
Uh-huh.
about the dangers of sun tanning, and then you fucking get blue light all over your face, or it's so bizarre. It really is a catch.
It really is. There are some good things, like I was saying, routine exposure to blue light from the daylight, which we've been hearing from like what's that guy's name? Huberman.
Mm. Oh yeah,
Helps you like, especially when you
Andrew
go out. Yeah,
Hubelman.
yeah. When you go out at the first thing in the morning and get some light in your eyes, it helps to release, reset your sleep schedule.
Yeah, that's why like when I go outside, like
I don't.
You don't go outside
No,
anymore?
it's really hard to get me outside.
Well, I don't wear my sunglasses for like the first like couple hours or at
That's
least,
smart.
but I've been outside so I
I'm
can
surprised.
kind of go to sleep when the sun goes down because after I go, that happens, it just gets depressing. I get really depressed.
When you wear
No,
sunglasses?
no, if I don't go to bed right away, I just want I want tomorrow to be here right now.
It's really sad.
It is really sad.
Or you're a farmer.
But that's how I soothe myself. I get depressed.
Oh, does that work for you?
I'm a self tanner.
I like
Soother.
that. um, so yeah, so that people do use blue light for
Mhm.
their moods, obviously, because it's gonna affect your mood if you're getting enough sleep.
Blue also like symbols, like it's symbolic to like, or it's related to like cooling,
Hmm.
which is like, like cool things.
It's anti-inflammatory.
Yeah. So like red is hot, blue is cool. So even like that alone, like it gives off like I don't know, like a very chill, very chill vibe.
It dries.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot too. We should do a whole episode on color therapy as well, because
Mhm.
color really does make a difference in what we're seeing, what we're picturing.
Yeah.
It's just color is pretty.
That's why
It's magical.
I'm so baffled that like, I mean, all the taillights in a car, brake lights are all red, right? So
Uh-huh.
which is, I guess that's, you see that and you think like, okay, stop, like the stop sign, it's a universal for stop, but also red is like enraging. So when you see a whole sea of like red lights, you're just like,
Yeah.
oh man, you're not like, oh my God, what's happening? You're
They
like,
should do
this
blue
sucks.
lights, maybe.
Yeah, if they were blue, or something like that, I don't think the color would matter, but it would be a lot cooler looking if they were blue.
But
Uh,
it's pretty
but it
important for
is,
you to stop.
yeah, it is important for you to stop, but it's also kind of like, you know, it's not like a color. It's angry. Sometimes when you wear your red sunglasses, I'm like, is everything okay? You look fucking like you look really mad.
You're wearing your red shoes today. What's up?
Well, no, they're pink.
Are you doing okay? Okay, you guys, come on. In the comments, please. Can you lift your shoe up so he can see,
These
please?
are not red.
Jesus Christ, this is red. It's red.
What? Why is
it's
it
red? It's red.
Then why does it say pink on the box?
It doesn't.
Okay.
Show me on the box.
Okay. Alex, are these red or pink?
Are you
Good.
really? Son of a
That's right.
bitch.
Okay.
So what do you see as color? Alex says he's colorblind. What do you see that red as?
Right here. Okay. Yeah.
Which is red.
It's like well, no, this is like a maroon. And
Whatever.
And this is there's no
You're
way
a maroon.
there's no
what
way
a
this is
maroon. What a ta-ra-ra-gundia you are.
Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, thank you.
That was the best.
That's red. Yeah, we've also had fights about green and gray.
Mhm.
Yeah, we choose our fights wisely.
Well, I don't know if it's choosing fights. It's just you're just wrong more than you think.
There's no way. He had a gray sweatshirt for the longest time. He swears it's green.
Who was which one?
The one that you wore every day for like 3 years, and I started borrowing it sometimes.
That was light green.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
it
it
was fucking
was.
gray. It's gray.
Oh my God.
But
Anyways,
I love talking about it though, because it gets me a little like,
yeah,
gets me all excited.
yeah. Maybe
Charges me up over something stupid.
yeah. Well, that's true. These conversations, like the arguments really don't ever solve anything,
No.
and they don't ever change the outcome of the day. But you pass the time until you go to bed.
That's true. And for you, it's as soon as the sun goes down.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
that's why I do this when I do this for the first 6 hours I'm outside,
Yeah.
and I stare directly at the sun. So then by time at night, I'm just like by like sunset. As soon as the sun sets, I just fall asleep, and then I sleep for the next 14 hours. Wake up the next morning, do it all over again.
If I thought that would work, I would do that in a fucking hot minute. I would
Mhm.
do it.
Yeah.
I get every 2 hours. I
Summertime,
wake
60
up.
seconds.
What's that?
It's a hot minute.
Oh yeah, hot. And scene.
Good improv.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're really getting good at this
The improv.
improv.
Yeah, that's the word.
Mhm.
Improv. So I guess that's pretty much it. I don't know. We can keep talking about stuff, but like, how does it make you feel about like knowing about this blue light now that it's around you constantly?
I mean, I don't know. It's weird because like first of all, there's just besides everything else that's going around us that we can't see
Mhm.
in this, astral projection, with like Wi-Fi and all
Oh,
these
and
different electrical
magnetic
magnetic shit going around,
Yeah.
making phone calls, like the fact that our phone is constantly pinging off of a tower.
Yeah.
Because that's how it finds out if it's like you're there, I'm there, you're there, you're there. That's how it gets information.
Mhm.
So it's always doing that. and it's going through this building, that's like from 1920. So it's made of asbestos. This is asbestos,
It's the
and
best as they could do.
as best as they could do was to pollute your lungs.
Yeah.
But no, and it makes it through all this shit. So having this blue light around us is just like, all right, well, how is this going to be, in like 15, 20 years or whatever? Maybe there actually is something, or maybe they can harness it and give you an app that you're like, put your phone to your face and it gets rid of your acne.
Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely. I don't see why they couldn't
Yeah.
do that. It seems like it would actually be pretty simple to do.
also, I mean, all this stuff that's coming up with, and I don't have no idea like what radiation or what EMFs are coming off of any of this shit, but like even Tesla, like their whole car is basically
It's electric.
It's electric, and the whole thing is a blue light. The whole thing is just all blue lights.
Oh, wow.
It's all to keep. I mean, you're driving, so they want to keep you awake. It's all.
Wow.
It's a huge computer screen instead of a dashboard.
That's right.
So you're basically, I don't know. There's just more electricity going around you, and I don't know if I have no idea if it's safer to have that or to be like in like a 65 GTO and you smell a bunch of like half-burned gasoline.
I'm down with the GTO.
Yeah.
I don't care how safe it
GTO's
is. It actually is. It is going to be safer.
I think it'll be safer. Except my brother one time. Here's what's not safe.
Yeah.
He came out of a car wash and he floored it right as he was downshifting,
I
and
love it already.
the U joint broke off of the drive shaft, and it just dropped down, and it kept spinning and like spun out. But there's been situations where like that happens in old cars, and the U joint brakes, and then the drive shaft hits the ground and like digs into the ground, and the car will flip over.
Really?
So
he didn't flip over though.
No, he didn't flip over, but he flipped out because it was just like such a pain in the ass. But no, like old cars are cool too. But yeah, so I don't know. It's do you get a newer car because you don't want to get the
I don't. I'm still not
or do you not
convinced I
have
want electric.
or do you not have a cool story like that?
Yeah,
I mean, that story was worth it.
I have a story about Impalas. I had
Yeah?
two different in '69 Impalas. The first one was a 4-door. The second one was a 2-door. The first one was it the first? I forget. Anyways, one of them I never wore my seatbelt because the car is your seatbelt.
Yeah.
And so I hit a car in an intersection, and their car was totaled. And my car just had like a little crack, like in the little, that little grate in the front.
Yeah.
That was it.
Wow, that's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those cars though, I mean, that's it's not bad for like that kind of speed, but if it's high speed,
Oh my God.
if it's high speed, the other cars crumple.
Yeah.
And they absorb all the thing. Or they
Uh-huh.
absorb all the pressure or whatever it is, the impact, the gravity.
Yeah.
And then the bigger car doesn't crumble, so you absorb everything.
I'm just going to go flying.
You'll go flying, or you'll just be banged around. That really, like remember, like all the old cars, like all the steering wheels were like made of like wood or like hard plastic, and like the dashboard was like it's like very, very hard stuff.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
it doesn't have any give.
No, and the airbags in like 1965 were terrible.
They didn't have air.
I know. Well,
they didn't have air back then. So
they didn't have air back then,
yeah,
right? They just had people were just filling up trash bags with urine. I think, or was that just my family? We didn't have toilets, so we just filled them up with urine. Then we
I hope
put
you
them
guys
in
didn't get in very many accidents. You had an accident.
We had an accident,
The urine, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes we would piss the garbage. And people were like, no, they don't, because we'd see garbage bags and we'd always urinate in every one of them.
Yeah.
Even if they weren't ours.
And then you wash it out and reuse it because
yeah, but
the
we did
immigrant mentality.
Immigrant mentality. We'd always, yeah, exactly.
If you wash out your garbage
We wash out the
bags.
garbage bags, yeah. Why? They're still good.
Sandro washes out all of his
Not all the Ziplocs. Some Ziploc
some
bags.
of them. Okay, which ones don't you wash?
The ones that like have like chicken in there, that's too much. If it has
Okay.
like half an avocado or
Like butter?
butter.
Would you
no, I keep the half a butter in there because obviously I have a very small butter dish.
Yes.
I was always told don't spend a lot of money on a butter dish, so I bought a small one. And but no, I keep that. I keep the Ziploc in the fridge specifically for that.
Okay.
I don't reuse those. I don't throw them away. But
All
anything,
right.
like if I defecate in one, I'm not gonna wash it again. The smell doesn't come out.
No.
I'm sure it's clean, but I'm not into that.
Okay.
I don't have time for that shit.
But he does wash them, and then
Yeah,
he
I do
puts it
wash
in
some
the
of 'em.
rack, like it was a dish, and turns
Mhm.
it inside out. And you know what? I don't mind it because then I can use it.
Good.
Yeah.
I like how you made it sound like it was something I did. It was wrong, and then you
Well,
flipped it.
There,
See how that's how well spoken I am. Something wrong.
It's because my initial reaction was to judge you.
Mhm.
Like, this is like, it seemed kind of like a
Yeah.
poor person thing to do,
Yeah,
like
yeah, 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 yeah.
hillbilly, like,
Mhm.
I don't know, something like that. But then
Mhm.
honestly, you're using less plastic in the environment, and you don't have to buy more.
Yeah, and I don't wanna buy stuff that I really don't. I only have Ziploc bags because I need them, and the small ones remind me of doing drugs. That's it. Other than that, like, I don't we can throw some away. I don't mind doing that, but yeah. Plus, I think you also know that you didn't wanna judge me too hard because we're almost done here and we have to drive home together.
That's true.
So, because because gas.
'Cause gas. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have anything else to say if I can't judge you.
No, that's not true.
No? That's not the good improv what you just did.
Damn it. I felt like I was just, like,
No,
responding
that's not
honestly.
true.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
I'll take 5. I think that made sense, right?
That's perfect.
Okay, good. It was positive.
We're back in the bakery?
I didn't say yeah,
Or the meatery. What do you call it? The place where you slice the meat? The butcher.
the butcher.
Yeah.
Yeah. I almost said barbershop. I don't know why I almost said barbershop.
Because they use those sharp instruments as well.
Yeah. I mean, they have enough stuff in there they could cut meat. So I think a barbershop should also be a butcher.
Well, I think barbershops used to also have like medical things that would go on. That's why they had the little swirly red thing.
Oh yeah, that's like the medical. Yeah, they would give like shots or like they would
Maybe bloodletting or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I know that I remember when I was working at Walgreens, the guy behind the counter, the pharmacist would tell me that like Walgreens used to be like a soda shop, and then they would also do like B12 shots or whatever, and then you come in there, and I don't know if they did more, but then it just slowly evolved into being, a convenience store.
Which Walmart?
Walgreens, I mean.
Walgreens.
Yeah.
Oh, now it's just like a convenience
Well, I
store.
mean, it's more convenience store than it is like pharmacy, but pharmacy is like what they're, known for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try to stay away from them.
From Walgreens?
Any of the walls.
Yeah, I don't like the Walgreens, the Walmarts, or CVS. Even those stores, I don't know. Like they smell and look, weird. They're just like this. I don't know. It's so impersonal.
So you want a more personal experience when you go to a pharmacy.
I want a more personal. Yeah.
Welcome, Sandro. Sandro's here.
Yeah, it's like
What can we get for you?
Yeah. Also, CVS is like a hacky place to go and get super cheap, crappy gifts for somebody. It's like known for that,
Yeah,
And
like when you're standing in line and there's all the little impulse gifts at the right in there.
Yeah, those are like, I mean, I've gone in there before and I've used their stuff, but I'm just not into CVS.
Wait, which one is the one near our house? That's Rite Aid.
That's Rite Aid, yeah.
They have ice cream. It used to be Thrifty, so
oh yeah,
they're better.
Yeah, but even that place is like, it just, I don't know, maybe Rite Aid, it just seems like, it just seems depressed.
Well, there's sick people in there all the time.
It's a retail store.
I don't know. I like going in there and spending money on makeup and hair stuff. It's just fun for me.
I haven't used makeup in a long, maybe that's what it is. I haven't used makeup in so long that I don't see it. I don't want to sound negative. I just, certain things I hate. That's good improv.
Speaking of hate.
Yeah.
Sandro.
Yeah.
No. All right. Well, I think we covered it.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions about the blue light? Do I have any questions? Does Alex have any questions about the blue light? Nah. Was this an interesting topic, by the way? Liar.
if he's
Oh, he's got blue light glasses on. That's true. That's right. Okay, good. I'm glad you're wearing your blue light glasses. Well, you got the facial hair now to protect you, so maybe that's going to help. Yeah, your head. I know. Well,
don't wear an LED. Don't wear a computer screen helmet. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, he's got. He put his blue light glasses
over. Oh my God, that's
his.
perfect. Yeah, you're gonna have like discolored skin all the way around the glasses.
Yeah, but it's a good experiment because then he'll be like, oh my God, this part of my head.
Yeah.
Looks like it's 22, and the rest. But I mean, it's a necessary thing to have as a blue light because that's just there's no other option.
I guess just try to just moderation is everything. Honestly,
if I can, I don't even know if I could. I mean, realistically, watching television, we darken the screen as dark as it
We do
goes.
actually.
We
Like to
darken
almost
it.
like if somebody came over, they would be like, "Are you even watching
Yeah,
TV?"
for like the last hour, it's usually The Office, so we know what the hell's happening. So
Yeah.
it's like the last hour, it's like super dark. But to go without watching TV, I don't know,
At
like
all?
to go
Yeah.
like before an hour before sleep, like
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do.
The eating was
Probably
really hard today too when you
killing
made
people. What's
food.
that? Yeah.
You and I was having a hard time just like eating with because I don't like the sound of my own chewing. I
Mhm.
need something else going on.
The TV. Oh,
The
because the
TV.
internet was off,
The internet was
and you
everything
have
was
to
off.
listen to your own chewing.
Yes.
That's why I've kept this only specific amount of DVDs that I have, and it works out fine.
I know I'm excited to see what DVDs we're going to watch because the internet's down still probably.
Yeah.
Hope you got something good.
Let's order a bunch of DVDs from Amazon, then immediately return them before we even get them. But I think this has been a very informative episode, and you can also say that this episode blew.
Wow.
That's the name of the episode.
That was really, really something that you just said.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And
all right.
yes,
Well, I feel like I was going to say something else, but no.
that's the best improv. That's the best improv. See? Oh,
I
we're
feel
getting
like I was
to
gonna
it.
say something else, but
no. Boom. And scene. That's
Yes.
reality. That's life.
I
you
would-
know?
oh my God,
okay.
yeah.
Nothing.
I got to sign up right now for UCB.
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
UCB?
Yeah.
I see boo.
My God.
That's
This is
great.
what happens when we don't have a third.
Yeah. I can't believe I stopped smoking weed a couple minutes ago.
I know. I didn't even take edibles today. All right. So you guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I love you so much. And every Wednesday we do this. And please comment something because I want to talk to you. I want to hear. I want to hear from the from the people who are listening and watching and or watching.
I don't, but
I do.
But I do.
Yeah.
And I didn't even take edibles today.
You didn't.
No. Such a funny realization you have.
All right. Well, love you guys. Mean it. All right. See you next time. Bye.
iPhones are